So continuing with the early history of women in the United States, I'm going to take a quick turn here and consider that while women were fighting for their rights, slaves were also, African Americans, actually Africans, were fighting for their freedom from slavery. And if you were both a woman and you were Black, you had, another hurdle to overcome, or a more serious hurdle to overcome. So a woman by the name of Isabella Baumfree was born into slavery in upstate New York in 1797. She escaped in 1827 and had her freedom purchased by an abolitionist family for $20. In 1843, she declared that she was called to preach the truth, changed her name to Sojourner Truth, and spent the rest of her life basically living up to her name. Well, one of her more famous speeches was her, Ain't I a Woman speech at the 1851 Women's Rights Convention in Akron, Ohio. My sense is one of her really more insightful speeches, which kind of predicted what Kimberlé Crenshaw would call intersectionality in the 20th century. 3 years before the passage of the 15th Amendment, Isabel Baumfree, Sojourner Truth, basically spoke and said, if colored men get their rights and not colored women theirs, you see the colored men will be masters over the women, and it would be just as bad as it was before. Again, that was 1867, 2 years after the end of the Civil War, and 3 years before the passage of the 15th Amendment. So we see then, as we were speaking about the history of women, that it wasn't just simply women, but there was also this fight for freedom and equality for women, juxtaposed with, often in concert with, and historically often opposed to, the fight for equal rights for Blacks. So we'll return to both of those issues in future episodes. Thanks for tuning in again.